Hello everyone, let us discuss about linear probing. Introduction. Linear probing is a collision resolution technique used in hashing. Whenever a collision occurs, the algorithm searches for the next available empty slot in the hash table by moving sequentially or linearly through the table until an empty position is found. This method follows the concept of open addressing. In open addressing, all the elements are stored directly inside the hash table itself. Therefore, at any point of time, the size of the hash table must be greater than or equal to the total number of keys being stored. If the table becomes full, the size of the table can be increased by creating a new larger table and copying the old data into it. Linear probing works. First, let us understand the hash function. The hash function computes the initial index of a key using the formula h of k equals k mod m, where k is the key value and m is the size of the hash table. Next comes collision handling. If the computed index is already occupied, the algorithm checks the next index by increasing the position by 1. This process continues until an empty slot is found. The probing formula is h prime of k comma I equals h of k plus I mod m. Here, I is the probing value, starting from 0 and increasing by 1 for each attempt. This sequential checking of slots is what makes the method linear probing. Operations insertion. First, compute the hash index for the given key. If the computed index is already occupied, apply the probing formula to find the next available empty slot. Continue probing until the first empty position is found. Then, insert the key into that empty slot. Now, let us look at the time complexity. In the best case, insertion takes O(1) time when the computed position is empty. In the worst case, insertion takes O(n) time. This happens when many elements collide and the algorithm must check each slot one by one to find free space. In the average case, insertion takes O(1) time for a good hash function and O(n) time for a poor hash function. The auxiliary space complexity of linear probing insertion is O(1). Searching. First, compute the hash index for the given key. Check the slot at that index. If the key is not found there, continue probing sequentially through the table. This probing continues until either the key is found or an empty slot is reached, which indicates that the key does not exist in the table. Now, let us consider the time complexity. In the best case, the search operation takes O(1) time when the key is found at the first computed position. In the worst case, the search operation takes O(n) time when the table is nearly full and many slots must be checked. In the average case, search takes O(1) time for a good hash function and O(n) time for a poor hash function. The auxiliary space complexity for the search operation is O(1). Deletion. To delete a key, the slot is not cleared completely. Instead, the key is removed by marking the slot as deleted using a special marker. This is important because it ensures that the probing sequence for other keys remains intact, allowing future searches and insertions to work correctly. Now, let us look at the time complexity. In the best case, deletion takes O(1) time. In the worst case, deletion takes O(n) time when many slots must be examined. In the average case, deletion takes O(1) time for a good hash function and O(n) time for a poor hash function. The auxiliary space complexity for deletion is O(1). Linear probing example. Let us understand linear probing with an example. Assume the hash table size is 7 and the hash function is hk is equal to k mod 7. Now we insert the elements one by one. First, insert 76. 76 mod 7 equals 6. So we place 76 at index 6. Number of probes, 1. Next, insert 93. 93 mod 7 equals 2. So 93 is placed at index 2. Number of probes, 1. Next, insert 40. 40 mod 7 equals 5. So 40 goes to index 5. Number of probes, 1. Now, insert 47. 47 mod 7 equals 5. But index 5 is already occupied by 40. So we move to the next index 6. But that is occupied by 76. Then we move to index 0, which is empty. So 47 is placed at index 0. Number of probes, 3. Next, insert 10. 10 mod 7 equals 3. Index 3 is empty. So 10 is placed at index 3. Number of probes, 1. Finally, insert 55. 55 mod 7 equals 6. But index 6 is occupied by 76. Next, index 0 is occupied by 47. Next, index 1 is empty. So 55 is placed at index 1. Number of probes, 3. This example clearly shows how linear probing resolves collisions. By checking the next available slot sequentially. This program implements linear probing using a hash table of size 10. The insert function first reads the key, computes the hash index using the modulo operation, and then checks sequentially for an empty slot using linear probing. When an empty position is found, the key is stored. If the table is full, the program displays that insertion is not possible. The search function again computes the hash index and probes sequentially until the key is found or all slots are checked. This implementation demonstrates how collisions are handled efficiently using linear probing. The search operation checks whether a given key exists in the hash table. It computes the hash index and probes sequentially until the key is found or all slots are checked. If found, the program prints the index of the element. If not found, it displays a message indicating that the element does not exist. Barchart display operation. The display operation prints all elements stored in the hash table. It shows each index along with its corresponding value, helping the user understand how data is arranged after applying linear probing. The main function starts by initializing all the positions of the hash table with -1, which indicates empty slots. It then repeatedly displays a menu with 4 options: insert, display, search, and exit. The user selects an option, and the program performs the corresponding operation using a switch statement. This menu-driven structure makes the program interactive and allows the user to easily manage the hash table operations. Output. This output demonstrates the working of the linear probing hash table program. First, the program displays the menu with options: insert, display, search, and exit. The user inserts the values 25, 15, 35, and 95 into the hash table. Each value is placed in the table using the hash function and linear probing. When the display option is selected, the program prints all indices from 0 to 9 along with the values stored at each position. Empty positions are shown with the value -1. Next, the user selects the search option and enters the value 35. The program successfully finds the element and displays that the value is found at index 7. Finally, the user selects exit, and the program terminates. This output verifies the correct implementation of insertion, searching, and display operations using linear probing. Conclusion: linear probing is a simple and efficient collision resolution technique used in open addressing hash tables. When a collision occurs, it searches sequentially for the next available empty slot until a position is found. This method is easy to implement and does not require any additional memory structures such as linked lists. However, linear probing suffers from the primary clustering problem, where long blocks of occupied slots are formed. This increases the search time as the hash table becomes full. Therefore, linear probing performs well for small datasets and low load factors. But its performance decreases when the table becomes densely populated. To maintain efficiency, proper table sizing and rehashing strategies must be used.